In this video, I'll show you 3 mid-cap stocks I'm holding right now, including one that's up over 600% in my portfolio. Most people think you need to chase tech stocks like AI, EVs, or whatever's hot right now to grow your wealth. But that's not always true. Mid-cap stocks are often overlooked, but today's mid-cap can be tomorrow's large cap. It's like buying Tesla before the Model S or Chipotle before they exploded nationwide. That's where the magic happens. And honestly, 2025 might be a great time to look at these. Because of all the talk around tariffs and trade issues, some of these stocks have dropped in price, even though the actual businesses are still doing really well. That means you might be getting them at a discount. These picks are lesser known, but they've got strong fundamentals, room to grow, and I'm betting on them long term. These weren't random picks. I started by scanning through over 2000 small and mid cap stocks using a stock screener like Finviz. Then I narrowed it down to about 20 companies that I already knew something about. From that group, I did deeper research, dug into their financials, read their 10Ks, and finally shortlisted about 10 stocks that I added to my Fidelity watch list. Then I set alerts for price targets, and when those targets hit, I bought. Oh, and I've got a bonus pick at the end that might surprise you. And just so you know, I started this channel to share what I've learned from years of studying businesses, reading 10Ks, listening to earnings calls, and learning from some of the best investing books out there. My goal is to show that investing in individual stocks isn't just for Wall Street finance bros. I want to inspire everyday people, men, women, recent grads, working professionals, side hustlers to feel confident owning individual stocks because that's where I've seen the biggest growth over time. But before we dive in, I want to be real with you. I'm not just showing you the winners, I'll also show where I'm down because there's something to learn from both. Mistakes are great teachers. I've made a few, and they've taught me more than any textbook ever could. Okay, let's start with the company that's still early in its growth journey, but it's already showing signs it could turn into something big. I'm down slightly on this one, but I'm not worried. I believe in the long term story. Let's talk about Kava. If you ever been to a Kava, you know it's not just another lunch spot. It's a fast casual with flavor, simplicity, and serious scale potential. Think of it as the Mediterranean answer to Chipotle. They've got that same build your own bowl model. First time I tried kava, I wasn't expecting much, but one bite of that harissa honey chicken and I knew they had something. The food is simple, fresh, and actually tastes good, especially if you're into things like hummus, grilled chicken, and spicy sauces. They went public in 2023 and the stock took off. I didn't want to chase that kind of momentum, so I added it to my watch list, set a price alert, and bought in when it dropped to a level that made sense for me. They are expanding steadily, managing their costs well, and have a strong brand in a category with growing demand. Right now, I'm down about 2%, but I'm in no rush. I'm not betting on what the stock does this quarter. I'm betting on how many bowls they will serve 10 years from now. That's Kava, a fresh brand with a lot of potential. Now, let's switch gears and add a shot of espresso to the mix. Let's talk about Dutch Bros. Dutch Bros isn't your typical coffee chain. It's got this mix of cult like customer loyalty and a drive through experience that's honestly kind of addictive. They serve everything from lattes to energy drinks, but what really makes them stand out is how personal and fast their service is. I'm not even a coffee drinker, but as a part of my research, I tried their coffee at a couple of locations, and honestly, I get the hype. Their Golden Eagle, which is one of their most popular drinks, was actually really good. They are fast and friendly enough to remember both your drink and your dog. I bought into Dutch Bros because of that emotional connection customers have and the fact that they're still expanding into new markets. While the big names like Starbucks already dominate globally, Dutch Bros is still in its growth mode, mostly on the West Coast and slowly moving east. And so far, it's paid off. I'm up 130% on this one. I'm not selling anytime soon. This is a business that's building slowly but with real customer love behind it. And in this market, loyalty is one of the hardest things to replicate. We started with the healthy casual pick, followed by a high energy coffee brand. Now we are shifting gears to a company built around real food, ethical farming, and long term sustainable growth. Let's talk about Vital Farms. Vital Farms sells pasture raised eggs, butter, and other dairy products. But the real story here is their focus on ethical farming and transparency. Their cartons literally show the name of the farm where your eggs came from. It's not just marketing, it's baked into their entire supply chain. They work with a network of small family farms, pay their farmers fairly, and give their hens actual room to roam. And when it comes to eggs, organic, pasture raised is the gold standard. That's the highest quality you can buy in most grocery stores. And it's exactly what Vital Farms sells. That kind of mission is rare, and the best part is the business is working. Revenue has been growing steadily, gross margins are improving, and brand trust is a real competitive edge in the grocery aisle. I bought into this business because of that combination: strong values and solid fundamentals. So far, I'm up about 184% on this one, and I still think there is more room to run. It's not a trending stock, but sometimes boring stocks do the best work in your portfolio, quietly compounding while nobody's watching. We've talked about fast casual bowls, coffee with a cult following, and ethical eggs. But there's one more stock I want to share, and this one might surprise you. It doesn't make headlines, but it's been quietly compounding in my portfolio, and it's actually one of my best performing stocks. Let's talk about Sprouts Farmers Market. Sprouts isn't flashy. You won't see it trending on social media, but it's one of the most consistent performers. I bought Sprouts back in May of 2022, and since then, it's quietly returned over 600%. When I bought it, it was a small cap stock, and by 2024, it had grown into a large cap company. And I get it, you might be thinking, wait, if it's already up that much, isn't it too late? But honestly, I don't think so. The company is still growing, the business is strong, and I really believe it's got a lot more room to run. That's why I'm not selling anytime soon. It's a clear example of how today's small or mid cap can become tomorrow's large cap. You just have to find the right ones and hold on long enough to let the story play out. It's a specialty grocery chain focused on natural and organic products, somewhere between a Whole Foods and a neighborhood market. Their stores are smaller, easier to navigate, and they're usually in high income, health conscious neighborhoods. It's the kind of store where you go in for bananas and come out with mushroom jerky, beet chips, and 3 new gut health goals. In a world where grocery margins are razor thin, Sprouts has carved out a niche, and they've done it profitably. I actually shop at Sprouts a lot, and I genuinely enjoy the experience. I've even spoken to employees at a couple of locations, and every single one had to say something positive about the company. It's small things like this that gave me more confidence in the business beyond just the numbers. It's the definition of a boring compounder, and I'm totally fine with that. If you're serious about building long term wealth, don't miss my video on 3 large cap stocks to buy and hold forever. These aren't just popular names, they are cash generating machines built to last. And the kind of stocks you don't want to look back one day thinking, man, I wish I bought that. I'll link it at the end of this video and in the description below. I highly recommend to check it out next.